Okay, John,
Hi.
you want to talk about the car?
Yes, I'm going to talk about the car.
All right, go ahead and
I've
do
worked on it quite a bit.
Okay.
And, quite a few $100s worth of my labor went into this thing, but it's fixed as best I can get it. And that little, what is that little thing?
That's the fuel pump.
That is the fuel pump switch.
Okay.
So that he can turn on the everything and turn off the fuel pump so it won't make so much noise. Okay? Now, one of the first things I addressed was the fact that this thing didn't work. So I couldn't get it to work. I tried all the adjustments and everything. So then I ended up sending it back to the factory. Mm-hmm. And they then responded and sent it back, and they said it had a loose wire. Well, it still didn't work. So I got into it, and there's a little printed circuit in here, and that's completely, the wires are completely buried with silicone. So I dug all that silicone out of there, and I found the little hole in the printed circuit board. The wire was in there, but it wasn't soldered.
Okay.
So with IBM, I worked on those boards a lot. So I was able to take a little soldering iron and go in there and I fixed it. So now it's fixed. It tells you exactly. I adjusted all the linkage, which he had it all screwed up, trying to make it work, but this was the problem. And
So it has an automatic transmission.
yeah,
Is the
it's a 350 transmission.
and the motor is a what?
It's a 350 engine that's been, and I have all the receipts. It's been
amazing.
It's a 383. It's got a stroker crank in it.
Doors don't sag.
And it's radical, but once it warms up, it settles down pretty good. And it's quite loud, but you can put buffers inside these pipes.
Okay. Yeah, I know that.
If I have all the fenders and everything for the car, but they won't fit with these headers on there the way they are.
That's all right.
So if you want to put fenders on it, you got to put some block covers on.
Yeah.
Get rid of these guys.
Okay.
John, what about the motor?
It had a rip in the headliner.
John, what about the motor?
Well, I was just telling you,
Oh, I'm sorry.
it's a 383 stroker.
Oh, is it?
It's a Chevy 350,
Okay.
but they put the stroker crank in there.
Does it have what type of rocker arms does it have?
I don't know.
Didn't you have the valve covers off?
Well, all of the receipts will tell you what it's got in it, okay? Now, there was a funny tear in the headliner, so what I did, I took it with a needle and thread, I brought it all together, and then I have the panel right there, and I glued it on with that 77 contact cement, but that's under heat, it doesn't hold good. So I got some Gorilla glue, and I'm going to take it home and wash all the other glue off with lacquer thinner, and we'll glue it back on there with the Gorilla glue, and it will hold.
Okay.
So,
Well,
It's like putting
so let's. How big a fuel tank does it have?
I don't know.
feel so much.
Well, let's go look.
Okay.
So what is that? How much did it cost?
That's it, 32. Do you want me to turn the camera or you just want to wander around?
Sure.
Okay, so what are you going to talk about now?
I'm gonna look at the fuel tank.
Now, everything is first class as far as what he put in the car. Like this, that's the best. And this body, by the way, is super straight. It has fiberglass fenders, and they've been bobbed for those headers.
Yeah.
But the quality of the body is, I've never seen a Model A body so straight. You can tell by the doors they work the way they work. I don't know what's behind all of this. That was there when we got it.
There was Bondo on it. See the little shadow there?
Yeah.
That's a sign of Bondo.
It just needs to be primered and blocked.
Right. So hopefully they can match this paint.
There may be a painter here in town that I heard about last week. It's a woman painter, and she's supposed to be off the hook.
Wow.
And she's worked at a different shop. She worked for Freddie on Rogue River Highway. Now she's got her own shop.
Yeah, I'm. You know Tom Carr?
No.
Yeah, he's a he's a painter over there in
Yeah.
Gold
Yeah.
Hill. He's
Then,
real good with this stuff.
yeah, and so that's what you need, is someone who
The
isn't
paint
afraid.
job itself is a surprise. It wasn't this good when it came in. But Ted had it detailed. And this is a very serious thing. You know, this is well done under
Okay.
there. Let's see what else I can remember doing. Oh, when I first caught it,
John, now I gotta turn the camera. Oh, camera's facing the wrong way, guys. Hold on.
when it first came in, it had the wheels were funky. So I straightened them out.
Okay.
I don't have alignment to it, but I used a level to get them the same. And that improved the looks of the car a lot. Now, there was a lot of wiring stuff down in here that I cleaned up. It looked like he had been into the wiring, but he wasn't healthy. He had a hard time doing stuff. And also, I put these little gleekles on there. The hood was just hanging out. So when you go down the road, it would try to fly. So I made these little guys so it brought that home. And even if you put the hood back on, you could still have those there if you want to. You'd have to change this, of course.
You don't like that?
The suspension is the best. It's just really, really,
Yes, I'm
yeah.
familiar with TCI.
you betcha.
Yeah.
When it first came in, the radiator was way too low, so I put those really nice rubber spacers in there that brought the hood up, so these lines are really good now.
Yeah. Well, can we light it off?
Oh, I had to replace
Not
the
until
coil.
John's done talking.
We replaced the coil.
Okay.
That's an $84 coil, and it had a puncture in it. Yeah, and once I warmed it up, I guess the coil started getting warm and it started squirting oil on the head, on these headers.
That was a mess. Nice. I like it.
Everyone's fingers out of the way?
Yep.
Everybody, let's hear 3 yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Alrighty. Battery on,
You got fuel pump on.
electric fuel, I gotta turn the key on first. Okay, here we go. Oh, where's the key?